Okay, welcome back. Last time we made our way out of ancient Egypt through the story and into the main tournament in the modern day. We managed to win our first 4 duels in the tournament, defeating Rex, Weevil, Mai, and Bandit Keith. And today, I didn't actually do any grinding for cards in between episodes. I'm recording this episode directly after. So I'm gonna see how this goes. So we're gonna leave the shop because we have a bit of story development now. Okay. Hi, Yugi. Yeah, you're winning. Yeah? How about you? Me? Well, I ain't been eliminated yet. Maybe this time I will face you in the finals. I hope so, but... Huh? Huh? What's wrong, Yugi? Over there. It's Shadi. What? And obviously, because Shadi has turned up, this immediately means we are about to get Ancient Egypt story. We meet again, Yugi. What are you doing here? You looking for something? I was summoned by Yugi's Millennium item. The Millennium Puzzle? That is correct. My own Millennium item is reacting as if it wants to be here and now. I believe that at every last Millennium item is gathered here at this tournament. My mission is to discover the secret of these items. That is what brought me here. Shadi. I had a weird dream about the Millennium Puzzle. There was another guy like me in the dream, locked in the puzzle, in another world. It was like a really strange dream. I see. That might have something to do with Yami, Yugi, your doppelganger. My doppelganger? Yugi, have you ever thought about meeting your dark twin? Me? Meet him? And how's he gonna do that? We can use my Millennium Key to open your mind, Yugi. By delving deep into your mind, you can probably meet the other you that lies within. Yami Yugi was born from the power of the Millennium Puzzle. He emerges from within you. The dream you had, maybe he's trying to tell you something. I think this might be the time to meet him and talk. I see what you're saying. I'll go see him if you're willing to help me. Okay, here, touch my Millennium Key. Now close your eyes, relax, and open your mind. This is my mind? And you are me. This is the first time I've met you. It's so strange. I can see inside your mind. Don't need words. I can just understand you. Just by facing you. You want to return. Back to your own world. I want to help. What do I have to do? A card? The face. It's blank. Wait! What is this card? Huh? Yugi, you alright? Yeah. Did it work? Did you meet him? I met him, but we only spoke briefly. He told me he was a prince trapped in the puzzle a long time ago. He said he had to get back to his own world. He asked me to help him get back, but I don't know how. Yugi, what's that you got in your hand? Huh? This card. He gave me this card in my mind's world. He told me to use it to free him, to send him back to his own world. What is it, Shadi? I'm afraid I don't know, but it probably has something to do with the Millennium item. 6 blank cards. I don't get it. It's time to head back. Why don't we think on this later? We got some duels to fight. Man, I really hope I don't lose now after reading all that. Match 1 of the finals. Yugi versus Shadi. Yugi, we were drawn to battle by our Millennium items. We were destined to duel. So, now, I'm actually going to switch out not Mechanical Snail. I'll switch out Steel Scorpion for a direct upgrade in Jinzo number 7. Regular Jinzo does not exist in this game, because it didn't exist in the card game at all at this point, I don't think. It might have appeared in the anime by the time this game came out in the West, to be honest. Okay, so, I'm actually going to play Sogen turn 1 and see what Shadi does. For some reason, I distinctly remember Shadi having 1 card and 1 main card in his deck. I may have made a mistake here. I mean, I still have... Actually, I'm still in a good position here, because I can play the exact same thing, or I can summon a Flame Cerebrus and overpower it. So now we play that on Mars, and that can get right past it. Fantastic. So for some reason, I always remember Shardy having Frog the Jam. Like, I don't know why, it's such a weird... It is such a weirdly specific card to remember him having, but I always remember he had it. And that creates Dark Elf, which is very good for me, because that's another 2,000 attack point monster, which can, you know, comfortably breeze past Hurricane, and now can get a direct attack in. So, I think we have like 5 duels left in the tournament. Yeah, we have 5 duels left. And honestly, before the end, I will have to do some kind of grinding of some description. Because, well, I think I could possibly beat the tournament without grinding, but my odds of doing so are probably pretty low. Like, obviously, it's a card game. You can kind of just manage your way through eventually, regardless. But, like, near the end, there's some powerhouse monsters that come out. And once I finish that and get back to, like, the end game kind of area, then I definitely will need to grind for cards. However, we can now comfortably claim our win over Shardy. I will happily take that. Now, what do we win as our prize? Probably nothing amazing. The Wandering Doomed. I mean, that's like a direct upgrade over Skull Servant in this game, so I'll take that. It seems I've lost. What the? My Millennium Key and Millennium Scales. And with that, they are drawn into the cards. They've been drawn into the cards. So this is why the Millennium items were drawn to each other this day. Yugi, it seems your friend has summoned the items together to absorb them into these cards. Well, that seems simple enough. I hear you're doing great. Keep it up. So, let's save our game, because from here on in, I think the next duel isn't too bad, but after that, it gets real dicey for a couple of duels. So, match number 2 of the finals, Yugi vs. Bakura. It's odd, I had no intention of joining this tournament, but my Millennium Ring, it called me to battle. Good to see you, Yugi. It's high time we prove who the real game master is. So, let's quickly switch out a Skull Servant for the Wandering Doomed. It is like a direct upgrade in terms of power and everything. So let's hopefully get through Bakura, but he has a couple of really annoying monsters. Like, I distinctly remember him playing Gemini Elf, and that being annoying. And I also distinctly remember him playing Millennium Shield, which obviously I don't really have a way past that, because it doesn't have any attack points, but it has 3,000 defense. And that is likely the Millennium Shield right there. I think these should fuse into something. And they create the Winged Egg of New Life. I mean, if nothing else, it has 1,700 defense points, so it should provide me with at least a little bit of safety from whatever you can play. Now, unfortunately, I'm pretty confident that I can't get past that. That's because I'm relatively certain that it is indeed a Millennium Shield. So I'm just going to kind of boost up my defenses and everything for now. Oh, because, yeah, I might as well. And that is a Faceless Mage that I also can't get past. Okay, this could be an issue. Yeah, Bakura likes having defense. Like, I know he plays Gemini Elf from time to time, but he very much loves having a bit of defense going on. However, I'm gonna keep a hold of these two just for convenience purposes. Then, when I eventually draw Dragon Treasure, hopefully it's not buried at the bottom of the deck. I know my luck, it will be buried at the bottom of the deck. But hopefully, if I can draw it in, you know, somewhat relatively okay time, thank you, questionable game AI. Also, I think that was a trap card he just played, so I should probably maybe be a little bit careful about that. Now, I will also play Kunai with Chain face down, just in case I manage to get something like Flame Swordsman on the field. Okay, so we attack and get 600 points of damage out. But more importantly, we get that Faceless Mage off the field. Yeah, Bakura is basically just going to play a solid defensive line for probably about as much as he possibly can. And I did not just help myself there, because I just put a Meadow Field down when he has a Millennium Shield, more than likely, on the field. And, yeah, that's a warrior monster, so I just gave it another 500 defense points. However, I should be able to comfortably get past him eventually. Son, it's a mystical elf. Yeah, Bakura is, like, all-in defense. He has, like, one or two powerful monsters. Like, one or two monsters that can actually do some attacking. But in general, he's more of a... In general, he would prefer to kind of just sit back and play defense, make you hit yourself than anything else. Now... I do have... No, wait, I just made a mistake. I just made a mistake there. I mean, it's not a huge mistake, but it's a mistake nonetheless. Also, fun fact, that Aquamador would actually be weaker if this was Dual Sub-Roses. Okay, there's Amphibious Bogroth, and that is probably it's one of the more powerful monsters he can summon. However, I do have some, you know, obviously, I do still have some tricks available to me. Yeah, I do currently still have some tricks available to me, and he currently can't get past me. Like, he currently can't get past the King of Ghosts. He can get past the King of Ghosts. He can get past Pumpkin now. Fortunately, a lot of his monsters, he is very content to just keep them in defense. But, this is actually looking suddenly pretty bad for me. I'm just going to try to fuse these two, but I can't do anything, so it's more just kind of throwing them away and hoping I pull something good next turn. Because, if I find myself in a bad enough situation, we could just lose. However, note, even though he is now definitely in an advantageous position, he is not moving that monster at all. That is 100% a Millennium Shield. Outside chance of it being Labyrinth Wall, but more than likely it's Millennium Shield. Do I have... I don't have another way around this. Yeah, this is looking really bad for me right now. Yeah, I'm going to throw these two away. I'm going to throw these two away and just hope I can draw something powerful this turn. I mean, I can't lose this turn, and he seems pretty okay with still playing a bit more defensively. But, yeah, if I should have paid more attention. He put Ansatsu in defense mode last turn. Okay, 1700. 1700. Mercury beats Venus. Wait, Venus beats Mercury. Moon beats that. This is looking pretty bad for me right about now. Wait. Wait a second. This might work. If I play Dream Clown... and then equip it with Kunai with Chain, I should be okay. But what does that do? Oh. I don't know what that was. But either way, it's not friendly and it's not good for my life points, I can tell you that for certain. Okay. So, this is suddenly bad, but wait. This just entirely flipped the duel on its head, because now I summon this and get the Black Dragon Jungle King onto the field, and now I attack and destroy Ansatsu, and now I'm in the offensive position on the field, because now he can't attack me. He has nothing that gets past that on the field currently, and as soon as I draw Raigeki, like, his field just gets cleared out. So I am suddenly looking like so I am now currently in, like, control of the duel. I now have the advantage. So I'll put that in... Wait. Actually, yeah, I can do this and make a pretty solid move here. Because I can now force that destroy 2 of his monsters. Now, if he attacks my Cyber Soldier with Aquamador, I can get through it with my Black Dragon Jungle King next turn. So, I am now in a very... Really, 50 points? My own Meadowfield is coming back to kill me. My choice to play the Meadowfield may be my main thing that costs me the duel here. Yeah, I don't really have a way around this currently. Unless I have something on Venus. Do I? I don't. But if nothing else, if I fuse these two, if not, they don't fuse at all. Okay, we are in dire straits right now. Okay, so, I'm definitely taking a hit this turn. I'm definitely taking, okay, 1 hit minimum, 2 hits likely. But how much are we taking damage for? 3,500? If I don't draw Raigeki or a good fusion right now, I lose. And that is the actual best possible card I could have drawn. Because now, I can play that, summon this, put that into defense mode, and he cannot get past that. He has nothing that will get past that. And I know Raigeki is still somewhere in my deck. And with that, he is entirely switched onto defense mode. So now, I can, in theory, just spend a little bit of time building up a bit of an offensive line for myself. Okay, I guess I'll build up a little bit of a defensive line for myself as well. And now I can just destroy the Succubus Knight, because that's the most powerful monster he had. And I should be in a pretty good position to win this duel now. I mean, I say that, but at the same time, I'm also in a little bit of a quandary, because if I don't draw Raigeki soon... And there it is. There's the Raigeki, right on schedule. So now, we flip Raigeki, just wipe his entire field out, and attack directly with Nekugal 2 for 2,400 points of damage. And now, he is entirely on the back foot. He can't really do anything to stop me here. Like, he is entirely forced to play defensively. And now, I can fuse these to create Tiger Axe, and just get a nice hit in here, destroy Akihiron. And with that, he is down to 2,600 points, and I have a few turns to work with. Obviously, this duel has not been a clean victory by any stretch of the imagination. I shouldn't have spoke too soon. Because Darkhold has, well, it can do a lot to change the complexion of a game here. Okay, so... I will fuse this to summon Pump King. Because that'll be the Bean Soldier, then that'll be the Pump King, King of Ghosts. And now, I am risking a loss via deck out, but he only has 800 points left. As long as I can get past whatever that monster is, I win. Also, thanks Dragon Treasure, great to see you, buddy. Now, if I attack with this, we destroy High Tide Gyojin, attack, and win the duel. So that was a very close call, but we do manage to defeat Bakura, and we win the Mystic Lamp. We got basically nothing, but whatever, it happens. Guess I won't be claiming the Game Master title. What in the... I mean, hey, we won, if nothing else. My Millennium Ring, it's being sucked into a card. The ring, it used me. Thanks, Yuki. I'm now free of the Millennium Ring. No, you're not, Bakura. You never are. Keep focused, Yuki. Think. Winner. Now, so, I'm going to save my game again, partially because that duel was very close, and also because I'm going to give this duel an attempt, but I know I'm not going to win. So, off we go to the quarterfinals. Quarterfinal match. Yuki versus Pegasus. Well, well, Yuki boy, you've come a long way, but now it's time to lose. So, yeah, I'm probably going to lose this duel and pretty badly. Like, Pegasus was a duel I got stuck on for a very long time when I was a kid. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna give this duel an honest shot. Like, I'm not just gonna quit out the gate. I'm gonna give it an honest shot, but if I lose, then I'll do some grinding for cards in between episodes and come back to try a bit harder, because, yeah, this could be an issue. What's he gonna play? Okay, Saturn. Saturn tells me... That being on Saturn tells me that it's probably a winged beast of some description. So, it might be... I don't actually know what he carries in his deck. It might be a Parrot Dragon. Either way, these two should fuse together to create Dark Witch, right? Fantastic, Dark Witch. Now, we attack and destroy that. It is indeed a Parrot Dragon. And now, Pumpkin attacks for a nice chunk of damage. And who knows, maybe we'll get super lucky and get through Pegasus with words without too much difficulty. Now, I don't really have anything I can use this turn. So instead, I'll just play Magirus Light in attack mode, because it's the strongest monster I currently have. And Queen Bird is a solid defensive line for him, so honestly, maybe I should have put Pumpkin back into defense mode. Never mind, because that is a Crimson Sunbird, which means if I need to, I can crash the Pumpkin into it to destroy both. Obviously, though, that isn't ideal, and why would I do that? Well, I can just flip Raigeki. This is a dangerous play, however, because although I did just clear his most powerful monster currently off the field, Pegasus can. It's not all the time, but he can have Meteor Black Dragon in his deck. And if he does that, then I might just lose outright. And that was a case of I should have put it on Jupiter, but you know, that's hindsight. Now, I don't have anything that can currently get past this, I don't think. So, I'm actually going to throw a couple of cards. I'm going to throw a couple of cards and hope for the best next turn. Because basically I'm mostly just hoping that I don't find myself in a bad situation. That's a Flame Cerebrus. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad right now. Because if I play something on Jupiter to get rid of the Parrot Dragon, the Flame Cerebrus now takes it. Okay, so... And that is actually exactly the situation I've just created for myself here. Because if I destroy one, the other one loses. So, what I'm actually going to do is throw these 3 cards. Because I can't lose this turn. I know that much for certain. I cannot lose on this turn. So, what I'm going to do instead... Wait, maybe... I think maybe I should have actually played Petite Dragon into that as well. I think that would have summoned Sword Arm of Dragon, which could have defensively walled all of those. If I draw Dragon Treasure now, I'm safe. Wait, I'm still safe. Because now I can fuse these two together in order to create the Stone Dragon, and as long as I put that on Mars, that is now a defensive line that he can't get past. If he doesn't have Raigeki. Okay, so... Yeah, we are definitely going to eat a loss here because, you know, Raigeki happens. But, you know, that is just the nature of the game. So, I think I'm going to give Pegasus another shot. Okay, so, let's give this one more go. I'll give Pegasus one more go, and then I'll stop for today. I say for today, for this episode. Okay, so, let's reload, go back in, and try dueling Pegasus again. Because honestly, I think I had the play there. I think I was in a good place with that. Honestly, I think the loss did come from using... Like, honestly, it's not even a maybe. If I hadn't used Raigeki at that exact moment and just played defensively, I think I could have won there. So I think that loss was entirely on me. Okay, so I'll fuse these and get Pumpkin straight out onto the field. So that is a nice turn 1 King of Ghosts on Neptune defense mode. Good, because now I don't think there's much in his deck that naturally gets past that. That's a Faceless Mage, I know that for certain. I'm confident that that is an Illusionist Faceless Mage. So, now I'm just going to kind of sit and wait it out a bit. Because I think he might attack. What is he fusing? That's a Crimson Sunbird. So my Pumpkin is safe. And that it was indeed a Faceless Mage. So, he can't do much with that right now. And I'm going to keep a hold of all of these. I'll play Magirus Light because unfortunately Fiends in this game aren't particularly useful. But I can destroy the Crimson Sunbird, and as long as Pumpkin isn't destroyed this turn, I can just get it right back into defense mode safely. Now, a face down card is always a little bit of a concern, because I don't know exactly what it is, but the fact that he didn't check it tells me I should be safe. I think these should fuse. They fuse into Garvus, which is very nice for me. I'll put it on Jupiter in case he plays a Parrot Dragon. That was a trap card. Invisible Wire will destroy any monster that attacks and has less than 2,000 attack points, I think. Yeah, I think it's Invisible Wire is 2,000. Acid Trap Hole is 3,000. Or maybe Acid Trap Hole is 4,000. I forget which one it is. And I should not put that on Jupiter, because now I'm not in an ideal position again. Is what I would be saying if I didn't have these to fuse to create another Garvus, which this time I will put on Pluto, and that can hit over Yamadron. Honestly, Yamadron, card I've never actually seen. Never seen that card. Now, what will he play? Also, Pluto, no, of course, that is pretty bad for me. That's not ideal. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay, so I can play this to summon... I'll go the long way to summon this, but it should be okay. Spike Seadra, up to that. He had Togex on the field, so I'll put that on Mars just in case, and now I'll attack and destroy Togex. Also, never seen that card. But I should be in a pretty good position here. Again, as long as he doesn't play a Parrot Dragon. He didn't play a Parrot Dragon. That is fantastic for me. And now I can summon an attack with Fiend Reflection. Number 2, I probably should have summoned Cyber Soldier here. I should have summoned Cyber Soldier. It would have been able to get over that. But hey, hopefully we'll be okay. Because now, well, he can't destroy both my monsters in one turn, and I have a couple of other options available to me. And that is a Monster Tamer. I only take 200 points of damage though, so I should be okay. And then I can fuse these into Cyber Soldier this turn. And from there, I should be okay. So that is 200 points of damage, and now I also do another attack. So that is a good situation to find myself in. And I should be able to win next turn. Yeah, I can't get much out of that. But I'll just play Weather Control, I guess. I'll just play Weather Control and attack. Okay, Battle Arcs. So now we hit him down to 2,200. Now I'll attack with Weather Control. That'll drop him to 1,600, and he'll be much more likely to attack. Like, he'll be much more likely to attack with, like, my weak monster and destroy it, giving me prime position to finish him off. And you know what? I don't know if this combination even works, because this will only be Charabin the Fire Knight. It indeed does not work, but it doesn't make any difference, because now we just overpower Toon Alligator, destroy that, and finish him off with one more direct attack. And with that, Pegasus dealt with. And honestly, that went kind of surprisingly smoothly. And we won Wilmy. That isn't an amazing card, but hey, it could be worse. Defeat can be better. I mean, he ain't wrong. Oh dear. Yeah, that is kind of messed up. We basically just took this man's eye. I don't believe it. My Millennium Eye. I wish I could do Pegasus's voice. It's so good. One more duel, Yugi, and then it's the final battle. Well, what do you want to do? Well, I'm going to save and end off today's episode here. So, basically, today we managed to make our way through the finals, all the way up to the semi-finals. And I'm going to end off today's episode here, and we'll finish off the tournament in tomorrow's episode. So, as always, feel free to leave a comment and click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all next time for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.